Hi guys and welcome back to the channel, it's Mashi here. So I'm about to share with you a piece of footage that I actually recorded yesterday. So we actually had thunderstorms yesterday in the UK, which is why I wasn't able to get this out. And as you'll see at the end of the video, I not only had to kind of unplug everything, but also take care of my little dog who was not happy with the thunderstorm whatsoever. But this cutscene follows on quite nicely from the cutscenes that I showed you previously. I think they're about an hour's worth of gameplay apart, and this one involves the Warriors of Darkness, and we finally get to take our comrades with us into the magical plane, we'll call it. One more thing I'd like to say is my disclaimer, as always: if you haven't reached the end of Heavensward, you will not have seen this cutscene. So if you would like to avoid spoilers, please do not watch this video. And if you saw this a while ago, obviously it might refresh some of your memory, and happy gameplay points for you. So I hope you enjoy it anyway, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
Good.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
As if by magic. There's lots of that. Oh.
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
He looks well and truly
Just
disgusted.
So. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Okay.
Wait!
Wait.
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
What? Oh, are they wearing a disguise?
At long last you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right.
Sounds familiar.
We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won. And now our world is being erased from existence.
Awkward.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
There has to be a better way.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
This feels really awkward. We just like obliterated these guys and now it's giving you this really sad story. Oh look, it's like Power Rangers. They've all got the crystals.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle.
What?
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Do I know how to do that? I do. I do know how to do that. No. Oh, is everybody here?
What is this place?
Oh, this is awesome. It's not like there's voices in my head anymore.
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
I thought she was like dead-ish.
It can't be.
Like running out of energy.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia needs to rock up now. And Thancred will be like, woo!
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
No, you cannot be serious. Doink.
Just the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary.
Yeah, so don't hit her.
Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light.
So put it down and get back over there. Go on. Go back. Oof, I wouldn't be turning my back to him.
Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Okay.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone then?
Oh my god.
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Oh, I feel so sorry for him. He's like spent his life trying to look after her and like...
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Thematic. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
It has just started storming outside, I'm sorry.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done,
You can go home. Don't be surprised if the dog barks.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
Told you. You it?
We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
Okay, there is now a thunderstorm outside. And I'm in the middle of a cutscene.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor.
Mia. It's okay. Oh dear. I know. I'm doing a video. And you're scared of the thunder. Oh baby. I know. No, I've got you.
Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
Oh no. Oh. That was beautiful. She knows her daughter's gone. I'm really happy that these guys all came with me because they're relying purely on what I say. And now I know. Now they've seen it for themselves. Oh. I can't use the mouse with your head there, darling. It's okay. I might have to stop filming and find a blanket to hide the dog in. I've literally started filming a video. I can't obviously take it back and she's really upset. I know. And she's hiding. She's hiding. I've got you. Right. Hi guys, so that's it. I actually wanted to do a little bit of an ending to this video, because actually for a relatively short piece of footage, there's actually quite a lot to unpack from it, and I wasn't really speaking as the cutscene was unfolding because I was actually listening to quite a lot of it, because there was a lot of information given to us. And then of course the dog at the end, she's fine by the way. But the first thing that it taught us is we're very much not alone. Obviously we've known about the Warriors of Darkness for a little while now, but it really does highlight how that there could be several different habitable worlds out there, which obviously have, you know, similar makeup in races like humans, Mikate, whatever. They're very similar to the way we are. You know, that group came in and they were like an exact mirror of our group, and I believe Urianger even, you know, says that he saw himself and ourself in them. So that's why he got involved. I also really love, and I did say this just at the end, that I really love how all of the Scions, or, you know, most of the main group of Scions were able to attend this meeting. Because when we went to see Minfilia ages ago, well, not too long ago, I essentially told them that she was there and she wasn't coming back. Like, we weren't able to find her physical form because she was with Heidelin. And it felt like, you know, they were just taking my word for it. And I don't think that they really believed it. So now that Urianger and Thancred and Alphino, now they've seen it, then obviously they're going to have to go with it now. But it was really interesting the way that, you know, this chapter with Minfilia is kind of closing. It isn't completely shut. It kind of leaves a hint there that she could return maybe one day in the future. But essentially, she's going now to the first world to sort out the light that's encompassing it at the moment. And we learn that obviously that plot line with Urianger and what he's been doing with the Warriors of Darkness, and the concerns that Azalee had, it wasn't, you know, all bad. You know, he was trying to help both worlds essentially. And in doing so, it was him who sacrificed Minfilia to go sort out the first world. You know, obviously that was a relief, because it got to the point where we were thinking, is he playing for both sides? Has he decided that he's going to be working with the Ascians to destroy the world? And it wasn't that. He was learning so that he could, you know, potentially get involved and help save our world, and he ended up saving theirs as well. I know that Atheno's quite annoyed about it, but he stopped talking, so I think that in the end he was kind of okay with it. But I like this from Urianger, because he's always kind of been like the helper boy, the helper man who does the research, who, you know, he's very clever, we know that, but rather than being a soldier who takes orders, he's gone off and done this on his own accord. So I think that is, you know, really interesting, and it's developed his character quite a lot, that he can go off on his own and make his own decisions. But in the end, I don't think that he would have had the support of any of the Scions to do this in the first place, which is why he's done it on his own. But in doing so, he's stirred things, obviously, and that's why Minfilia will not be returning, or so we think. One of the most heartwarming things. There's two really heartwarming things for me in this. The first one is the Thancred goodbye to her, because as we know, for when he was speaking to Kryl a little while ago in the story, he explains to Kryl how essentially he looked after Minfilia after what happened in her past, and he's always been there to kind of pick up the pieces and look after her. And now she's kind of released him from that duty, and he's, you know, dedicated his life to looking after her and following her. So it makes me wonder how now he is going to develop as a character, because his life goal, his life, you know, mission has just been kind of disturbed. I mean, will he just carry on with the Scions and be perfectly happy? I don't know, but we do know that Minfilia meant an awful lot to him. And he has said not romantically, it was just like as a good friend, but we'll see what happens to him anyway. But all in all, it feels like a cutscene that towards the end of our conversation with Minfilia, she's really getting her affairs in order. So she's saying goodbye to us all. She leaves us with the staff, what's it called, Thematic, and hopes that we'll never use it. And the saddest thing about this cutscene is when she says goodbye to her adopted mother at the end, and it is the most simple, quick goodbye. I even said how beautiful it was, but how yet again you don't see her face. You don't need to see her mother's face at all. And it was just that little whisper in the wind, how she didn't even appear, she didn't, you know, create a form at all. It was just like a little whisper in the wind, and then you saw the tear fall from her mum. And I really like it, because how simple it is, but also it's her kind of final act. She said goodbye to all of us, and then a final act before she disappears into the wind is saying goodbye to her mum. And it's just the way it sounds like she's saying it as she's going as well. I don't know, I just think the tiniest detail in that particular moment is really, really special. And one more thing I'd like to mention is obviously the Warriors of Darkness. They changed their tune when they learn that Minfilia is actually going to help with the balance of light on that world. They give us a warning and explain some of their mistakes, and he even gives us a smile, that, you know, the warrior guy before he goes, just to choose a better path. But they seem, what's confusing about that for me is they seem to have done everything right, and then light has just overwhelmed the place. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us. But yeah, I really wanted to make it clear that I was paying attention during that cutscene, and there are so many things. It doesn't seem like there is an awful lot, but there is so much. There's so much character development. There's so many really emotional kind of parts that you can hear the strain on people's voices, and like I said, the really heartfelt goodbye from Minfilia. And I've never really been bothered with Minfilia as a character before, but she is greatly loved by the Scions and obviously her mother, so it was a really good cutscene. But yeah, thank you for listening to my 10-minute waffle. Fantastic cutscene, and I'll let you know when I find some other really good cutscenes that I'd like to kind of discuss with you. So thank you once again for watching. If you would mind giving me a like and subscribe if you would like to see some more videos from me in the future. See you again soon.